Good day everyone and welcome on this beautiful Sunday, at least it is in the Netherlands. A little windy, 16-17 degrees Celsius, which is fine. And today I'm going to discuss why Ethereum could follow a Bitcoin and my expectations of a price of $300 or maybe even more. Yes, to get towards $300 we have to crack some resistances, so you should be seeing this video as a more longer term perspective, but we'll get to every argument through the video, and just like we have been doing in the previous video yesterday, in which I want to thank you for the amount of views I got and the replies, we're going to combine this video through a presentation and the TA, through which first, I want to say that we've got fundamental and technical reasons for my statement and for my question in the first slide. There's an argumentation behind my question, and this argumentation is based on FA and on TA. So we will be combining this presentation with trading view charts, and I expect the video to be around 12 to 16 minutes. First of all, the fundamental background. A few arguments can be said about altcoins and the expectations of altcoins right now. And if you classify an altcoin, you want to classify Ethereum as first, as the majority of other projects are built on Ethereum. Well, there will be a group of people saying that their project in which they believe is better than Ethereum. That's fine. It's great if you want to promote that coin. Just relax a little bit. I'm just saying what I think about Ethereum, and if there's another project in which you believe that it's better, you don't have to push it towards me. I'll just find it out myself at one point. So first argument is Ethereum has more and more Ethereum locked up in DeFi, which drives the sell pressure down and actually increases the buy pressure. Which means that people are buying Ethereum for the long term, in which they believe in decentralized finance, in which they lock up their investments for the longer perspectives, in which the tokens go away from the markets. And if you checked the previous IEOs, for instance Elrond, Cedar and Harmony, they all are releasing staking, in which you can get an interest over a certain amount of time, in which these tokens go away from the market, so it declines the amount of sell pressure on the market and actually increases the amount of buy pressure if the momentum is there. So if the momentum starts to pace up for Ethereum as well, you can actually see that the price is going up because of people having buy pressure to do something with the token, in which in this case they want to invest it in DeFi and lock it for a longer term, through which the amount of tokens on the markets go down. So that's the first argument I want to say about Ethereum. The second argument for the longer term perspective is that I do believe that Ethereum and Bitcoin are two different coins. They have two different perspectives. I don't see one coin being the only survivor at the end of the day. Crypto is a pretty relative big market or big potential, in which we need more tokens with different perspectives and different goals through which they work with, in which Bitcoin can be a safe haven or just a different asset in which we pay each other, in which Ethereum can be a platform what internet was in the 1990s, on which everything is being built. Will it become one? I don't know, but I do see a perspective in which we have different tokens and we need different tokens. And I don't believe in any maximalism. Second argument is that the sentiment is still massively bad, as altcoins have been underperforming to Bitcoin. We'll get to that some more throughout the technical background. But if you go on social media, you can still see many people who are selling all their altcoins for Bitcoin because they only start to believe in Bitcoin, as altcoins have been underperforming to Bitcoin in the past years actually. That sentiment is a pretty significant indicator because it can switch in just one day. And yes, we have seen that the dominance has been increasing. We have seen that the bad projects have been wiped out of the market, but fundamental strong projects like Ethereum won't go away. and that sentiment will switch. We have witnessed an ICO mania in 2017. I suspect that we'll get one sort of mania in 2024 or something, as we are still a young market. But altcoins will start to pace up at some point, and I truly believe that we're going towards a phase in which we will see altcoins starting to pace up as Bitcoin is calming down. In which the momentum and volatility is slowly draining away from the Bitcoin hype. In the weeks prior to the halving, everybody was discussing Bitcoin. You actually saw a sell-off in altcoins in which people wanted to get on the BTC train. And now every day passes by, the hype around the halving goes away and everybody goes back towards the normal standard, in which you can expect that altcoins can shine their light some more. And actually in the recent move upwards from Bitcoin, you see that Ethereum is pretty relatively stable in the BTC pair and starts to pace up with Bitcoin. So altcoins can have more momentum. Then we go towards the technical background, and I'm already starting to open up my trading view, as I didn't do before I started making this video. But the technical background is still that the total market capitalization is heavily underperforming to the Bitcoin movements. Altcoins are lagging behind, and Bitcoin had its run, is stabilizing now. It has seen a rally towards 97 earlier today, but as long as we don't crack 10.1k, we are still ranging. It's stabilizing. You should expect that the volatility will drain away in the coming periods, given that the volatility and the hype around the halving is going away. So there's not much in perspective for Bitcoin right now, and it's going towards its equilibrium before we start a new upwards run. And in that period, you can expect altcoins to get more of their freedom. Second slide means that the total market capitalization finally holds the 6,000 floor of Bitcoin as support, which is a significant confirmation for support. And there's another signal, which is that the 100 and 200 day MAs are support on the total market cap. And then we get towards the total market cap, in which we can see that if we open up Bitcoin first, we can see that Bitcoin is already ranging around the level it was during January 2018 and March 2018. In this range we are already hanging. The 2018 support is found at 6k, as we know and as I just discussed. And if we go towards the total market cap, we can see that we just barely flipped the support of 2018 for support, while Bitcoin is already ranging on a very higher level. Which means that there is more space for the total market cap to fly to, and there is still some space to grind up to, in which the total market cap is actually lagging behind Bitcoin at the moment, which means that altcoins are underperforming. Now, what can we derive from this chart here? We can see that Bitcoin has broken above the 6k level earlier on. And right now the total market cap is finally getting back above the 6k level of Bitcoin, which is the 230 billion level for the total market cap, and flipped its support, as you can see. Fast drop down, after which we wicked up and found support on this level, which is a significant confirmation for support. Alongside with that, you see that we have derived the 100 and 200 MA over here. Purple is the 200 MA on the daily, green, bluish is the 100 day MA. And as long as the price, or in this case the capitalization, remains above these two MAs, the market is bullish. So I don't see a reason to suspect anything else, as if you derive anything from the history, you can see that the whole bear market classified was our signal to a movement below these MAs. And after that we broke back above and remained above these MAs until we dropped below it on March 2018. So right now we can see that also during the bear market we have been moving below, and right now we are having some sideways movements in which we just continuously flip between these two MAs. But right now we have seen a nice support bounce on the 200 and 100 MA levels, and as long as we remain above it, I don't see anything bearish on the markets, especially given that Bitcoin just has seen its halving. So this analysis is just it has one solid argumentation in which we have to remain above these MAs. If we drop below the MAs, yes, definitely, then this is going the other way around, and you will see a new video coming up in which levels I'll be targeting. But I'm not suspecting it. I think we have just seen a pretty heavy liquidation crash to the downwards, and all the people have been washed out, in which if we are bullish, we are not going back to these levels ever again. Suspecting that the late people won't get a second chance to get into the markets. So the total market cap flipped this level for support again, through which we can suspect further upwards movements, in which some range bound movers can occur, as we have witnessed over here, in which we just remain above the MAs. And we can suspect further continuation to occur, in which the next target is 312 billion, 330, 350 and 425 billion, which is almost the same as we have been seeing on Bitcoin, the level where Bitcoin is currently hanging. I'll just delete the levels over here for a while, as otherwise it will be really blurry. But you can see that the altcoins are not even close towards the support in 2018, which confirms that altcoins have been lagging behind. Right now the same is occurring on the altcoin charts. This is total 2, which is the capitalization of altcoins excluding BTC, in which we have seen that we have also bounced above the 200 and 100 MA and are currently consolidating, through which an expectation of further continuation to the upside is likely to occur. Second recommendation here is that we are seeing the volume is increasing heavily, which is a sign of accumulation. The same you can see on Amazon. I don't know if you can see it on Amazon. Yes, the actual accumulation has been done previously during the period in which it was just going sideways, after which the rally upwards doesn't really have that much volume compared to the previous periods. Yes, definitely the price is higher, so there are less assets to be traded right now, but the real accumulation begins in the earlier phases, in which we can see that we are seeing it the same on the total market cap and total 2 market cap. Side note, Apple will probably see a new spike in volume when it kicks down, but you can see that it's still in a bull market until we break below these MAs, and you can see why they are so significant. So then, the Ethereum technical background. The 100 and 200 day MA are remaining support on the USD pair too, while lagging behind heavily on BTC USDT. The BTC pair is stuck in the range still, which means accumulation. So if we go back towards the charts, we can see that Ethereum USDT is on the daily is showing that we are holding the 100 and 200 day MA. We are holding this level for support, which is the level in 2018, and we have got space to go towards the levels we have witnessed earlier, in which a retest of the $400 level is the next thing to occur, in which I will just delete the MAs for a little bit. What is critical for Ethereum to hold right now? It should remain above 168 to 173. Yes, we might wick to 165, 162, but this is the whole area you want to see hold. If that occurs, we are back into the range in which support was here in September 2018. And if we do that, the next upwards momentum is towards 250, 290, and the next target is 330, and as discussed, $400. Bitcoin has seen a similar move, in which we crashed, and after that we started to pace upwards, in which Bitcoin is already around the level of February 2020. And right now Ethereum wants to start getting there as well. Do we get there in one go? No, probably we'll be having hiccups in between. But as long as we remain above 165, 170, in which we remain above the 200 MA and preferably above the 100 MA, I suspect further continuation until we break below them. And then finally, the Ethereum BTC pair is stuck inside a range. We've discussed that there's no clear higher high yet, but we can see that we have made a new higher low over here and now are testing support of the range. if Bitcoin is going to break up above 10.1k, you could expect a further downwards move on Ethereum BTC, in which probably Ethereum USDT is going fine, but I'm stating that I'm expecting a decrease in volatility on BTC USDT, in which I expect Ethereum BTC to hold this range low, and then we can start attacking the range high in the coming months, especially with DeFi and all the stuff in Ethereum 2.0 coming up in July or somewhere in the summer. I expect a test to occur from the range high, and once we get there again, it's getting weaker, and then we can see a probable further move towards 0.04. So conclusion of this video is that there's many fundamental reasons for Ethereum to start pacing up with Bitcoin in general from the charts and fundamentally. What has to happen is that Bitcoin remains relatively calm and the volatility drains away. Ethereum needs to remain above 160 in the 200-day MA, and Ethereum BTC has to show strength. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you back tomorrow on the live stream.